So today, we're doing a video on Central System D. This is Central System D. And as you can see, what sets it apart from the others is it has a runtime of 33 hours. Here's our test records. That was our 4-hour test. It lasts 33 hours. As you can see, it has lighted voltmeters. Those voltmeters are lighted. I'm going to zoom in on them so I can read the readings later. And now we're going to go look at what Central System D runs. So here we are. See how it runs two heads in there? See how they're mounted up there at that ceiling? No, it runs more than two heads. I'm just showing you the first two heads. There's the first two heads it runs. It also runs a lower mounted head over here. Come over here. Central System D also runs the ramp. Here. It then also runs the back exit hallway. Right there. And one more puppy we missed on the way. It runs ahead right there. So it runs here. Those two. Right here. So we're going to talk about Central System D. Now we're back at the actual cabinet. So why does Central System D run for 33 hours? Well, let's first talk about emergency lighting. NFPA 101 only requires emergency lighting to last 90 minutes. Central battery cabinets are always rated for 3 hours on their battery size, which means if you have a central battery cabinet, if it has a max watt of 400 watts, you can put 400 watts on it for 3 hours and it will last 3 hours. But if you're looking to get a little longer run time, you don't put as much load on it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a 400 watt battery cabinet and you put 300 watts on it, it will last over 4 hours because remember, the 400 watts was at 3 hours. This is the beauty of Central Systems. This is why we love Central Systems so much compared to other small type of units, which is their unbelievable run times. Why do we need 33 hours? This is designed for the event of a nationwide power outage or large grid failure. This is for in the event of a prolonged power outage. It gives us some lighting out in the halls. We have one light in my office, and it's very, very cool. Very cool. I love its long run time. It really is something that I think all buildings should have, which is some emergency lighting that lasts a very long amount of time. We have all of our stickers. So this is when the batteries were put in. I got a sale. So 2 batteries in here, 2 batteries in there. So there's 4. There's 4 batteries. And we test it for 4 hours. We do. Now, NFPA 101 requires a 90-minute test that we do every 6 months. Oh. Well, here it looks like... Well, they only require the 90-minute test once a year. Typically, I try to do it every 6 months. So, we lose power so much here that it's tough to remember when the tests were done, what test was done. So we try to just put the test dates on the front. You're required to do... NFPA 101 requires you to test the emergence lighting for 30 seconds every 2 to 4 weeks, and then a 90-minute test once a year. I try to do the 90-minute test twice a year, but sometimes it's not always going to come out that way. I mean, when did we lose power for the 3 hours? Wasn't that a few weeks ago? Yeah, so got tested again. And then these are our other central cabinets, as you know, Central System G. Central System F. The runtime is listed right there, 18 hours. Central System G, 14 hours. Central System C,